Hey Kinders, welcome back. Today we're on lesson 3 of Mind Up. Today we're going to go over the 3 parts of the brain, focusing a lot on the hippocampus. We're going to practice our mindful minute. We're going to read a silly book, and we're also going to find a silly hat that we're going to wear for that book. And then we are going to do 2 special projects. So let's get started. 3 parts of our brain. First one is, if you can remember, the prefrontal cortex, which is your PFC. This part of the brain helps you to make good decisions. Number 2, the amygdala. The amygdala is the part of the brain that keeps you safe. And the third part of the brain is called the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is the part of the brain that saves all your wonderful memories. And we're going to be talking a lot about the hippocampus today. It's super fun to have all those memories stored in your brain, and we're going to talk about them. So before we get started, we are going to practice our mindful minute. And we did this in the very first lesson, so let's go over it again. What we're going to do is we're going to get in a cozy position. Take a deep breath and then blow it out and do it again. Breathe in, blow it out, and then get comfortable. You can put your hands on top of the chair. You can put your hands in your lap. You can put your hands to your side. Or you can just rest it on the chair or just in anywhere where you're just feeling relaxed. So remember, on our very first lesson, we used this chime to get going for our mindful minute. And like I said, you don't have to use this. You can use a bell or you can use a knock to get your minute started. It doesn't have to be this fancy dancy chime. It can be anything that you need to get your minute going. So what you want to do is I'm going to start it, and we're going to do a whole minute today. Sometimes it's a really long time, a whole minute, so just to get in a relaxed state and just do the best that you can. So get comfortable, get our chime ready. I'm going to count to 3, and after 3 we're going to have our mindful minute and just relax our brain. I'm going to count to 3 and we'll get started. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I like to close my eyes. And it's really nice to take that minute to relax and refocus our brain. And maybe think about some great things that we've done. Maybe something that we did during the summer, or maybe something we did with a friend. All those memories are stored in our hippocampus. It's nice sometimes to just relax and take a minute so we can refocus our brain and get excited about the next activity that we're going to be doing in class or at home or in a lesson. We're about halfway there, my friends. Let's take a moment to take a deep breath and blow it out. And take another deep breath and blow it out. Sometimes a minute can seem like a really long time, but it's nice when you get to relax for a little bit. Okay, my kinder friends, we're almost there. And we're done. Great job. So proud of you. So this is what we're going to do next. We're going to read our story, but for our story, we need to put on either a silly hat or a silly headband, or maybe a wig if you have it. I have a silly headband. So I'm going to stop for a minute and I'm going to have you guys come back. But when I come back, my headband will be on and I'll be ready for the story. See you in a few. Okay, Kinders, I'm back. And I chose to wear my unicorn headband. I love my headband. It's colorful, it's fun. Anyway, I hope you guys chose something fun as well. I wish I could see a picture of it. Maybe your teachers can send one along so I can see what you wore for your Crazy Hair Day book reading. Let's see what happens in the story. Crazy Hair Day. Stanley Birdbaum woke up early. Bald Eagle Elementary School was celebrating Crazy Hair Day, and Stanley could hardly wait. They had celebrated Pajama Day, Twin Day, and 60s Day, and Stanley's favorite was Twin Day because he and his best friend, Larry Finchfeather, had worn exactly the same thing. I love Twin Day. Stanley was ready. He had rubber bands, he had styling gel, and to make his hair perfect, Stanley had 2 cans of Halloween hairspray. Stanley's mother knew just what to do. She wrapped, she dipped, and to make his hair perfect, she sprayed Stanley's hair bright orange and blue. Ta-da! Said Stanley. I am a work of art. You're going to be late if you don't hurry, said his mother. Oh boy. Stanley rolled the rubber bands in his hair and he gently tapped the top of his spikes. This, he said, is going to be a day I will never forget. Remember, it's all stored in the hippocampus. Let's see what happens. I bet Larry Finchfeather and I will have the craziest hair in the whole school, Stanley thought. And as he walked toward the classroom, he heard his teacher talking. And remember, Mr. Winger said, Crazy Hair Day is next Friday. Oh boy, everybody stopped, everybody stared. Stanley felt sick. Larry Finchfeather said, is that a hairdo or a hair don't? And everyone laughed, and Stanley ran into the bathroom. Oh, I made a mistake. And a few minutes later, Stanley heard someone come in. It's me, Larry Finchfeather. The Larry Finchfeather who just made fun of me in front of the whole class, asked Stanley. I was only teasing, said Larry. Some days you tease too much, said Stanley. Mr. Winger said he wants me to try to be a peacemaker instead of a troublemaker, said Larry. I'm supposed to bring you back to class. I'm not going, said Stanley. He's so upset. It was very quiet after Larry Finchfeather left, and Stanley wondered if maybe he could spend all day in the bathroom. He ate his lunch, he drew pictures, he even timed himself to see how fast he could flush all the toilets. 32.5 seconds, he shouted, and a new world record by me, Stanley Birdbaum. And Stanley had counted up to 121, 122, 123 drops of water from a leaky faucet when Larry Finchfeather came back. Beep, time's up, let's go, Larry announced. Picture time. If I'm in it, I'll look like the class weirdo, said Stanley. Remember 60s Day when Mr. Winger had the flu but came in anyway, said Larry? He said the day wouldn't be the same if we weren't all together. You have to come. I'll give you 5 minutes. Larry Finchfeather left, and Stanley Birdbaum thought about 60s Day when Mr. Winger had taught them all those great old songs. He remembered how on Pajama Day everyone wore their class, and the class wore their PJs and slippers, and then Stanley imagined what his class picture would look like without him. Look at all those fabulous memories he has. I love it. He decided to go back to class. To keep from being nervous, Stanley made up a song. Crazy hair, how I wish it wasn't there. Stanley felt someone touch his shoulder. I was just coming to get you, said Larry Finchfeather. What if they laugh at me again, asked Stanley. Everything will be fine, Larry whispered. I promise. Stanley stood in front of the class. Everybody stopped. Everybody stared. Stanley rolled the rubber bands in his hair. He gently tapped the top of his spikes. "This," he said, "is going to be a day I will never forget." Look, everyone's wearing a crazy hair or hat. I love it because they wanted him to feel included. And this is a day he will never forget. I love it. So that's a great reminder of how our hippocampus works, because we don't want to forget certain things like that. That's incredible. Okay, the other thing that I wanted you guys to do as a project was also do a writing assignment. This says, "My favorite memory is." I bet Stanley's favorite was Crazy Hair Day. But I want you guys to think about, what was your favorite memory? Mine is when I went to Hawaii with my family. It was so fun. So you can think of something and then you can draw a picture about it. I would love to see all the pictures that you draw and all the fun memories that you can come up with. So that'll be a little fun project for you to do, and hopefully I can see a picture of that. Well, I think you guys did a great job today. I'm so proud of you. I will also be sending along some pictures of some other great memories so I can share them with you too. Hope you guys have a great day. See you next week, Kinders. Bye. Hey, Kinders, I'm back. And I said I would show you a few pictures that were of some special memories that I've had with my own family. This picture is a photo of when we went swimming with the dolphins in Mexico. Such a great time. This picture is a picture of my dog, Callie. You met her in another video, of when we took her to the beach for the first time. The next picture is a picture of me and my husband when we went to the Dodger game, to the World Series. It was pretty cool. And the last picture is a great memory of when I went to Paris and saw the Eiffel Tower. It was quite amazing. So my dear friends, it would be nice if you could maybe look through your photos and see some wonderful memories that you have had with your family or friends. Okay, see you next week. Take care. Bye.